Hello everyone, it's Kay here and I'm here today as an advertiser, and it is that I am part of the design team for Artymaze, as some of you may know, and I am here to advertise, quite unashamedly, Butterfly Bliss as a DT member for Artymaze. Now this kit is available on Etsy on Andrea's shop. Artymaze also has her own group on Facebook, which is growing very quickly and is again a pleasure to be a part of. The kit that I selected for my DT project is this Butterfly Bliss. It's not a new one, it's one of Andrea's older digikits, but I absolutely fell in love with it when I saw it on her Etsy shop. She's not paying me to do this. What I get as a reward, and it is a reward, is the kit, which I then download, print off and use in my own project, which is not sponsored by anybody. This is my own work. I may well have been inspired by people en route and craft lifted, we'll say, to be polite, some of the projects that I've seen, that everyone has seen on YouTube, that follows the very talented people out there, which I won't mention at this juncture because it wouldn't be right. So I have made this lovely journal. I will give you some measurements on it. It is 7 3/4 almost in length. I've slightly curved the spine, but not entirely, which is 1 3/4, and the page width is 5 1/4, so it's pretty standard for this kind of work. On the front, which I'll hold up for you, I've just broken up or torn papers. As you can see, I've used a little bit of glitter glue to accent this wonderful spray of flowers and the bodies of the beautiful butterflies. This is a snippet that I made using little tiny envelopes, little tags, and a little heart punch, and that is all part and parcel of that little fixture down at the bottom. And then it's all been laid on corrugated card, which, as most of you know, is my favourite medium to work with. I've also shredded up some cheesecloth on the side here, inked around the edges, and that is then the front cover. The spine of the book, I've used 2 of my little dangles, one with a heart and one with the butterfly on it, with the paper scroll and the dichroic little beads here, wire wrapped to hold into place. There is then a butterfly from the kit, another one, and I have just glittered it up very gently because I love that effect. And then there is one of the tickets from the, or banner tickets from the kit on the spine, which gives it a nice little bit of attraction in its own right. And then on the back here is a tiny little tag pocket and tag, very plain, but you could put a little message on it to the recipient if you wanted to. Another little butterfly here, an integral part of the kit again here. I've not put any glitter on the back because it is the back of the journal and doesn't really need it. And then there's an extra reinforced area of the corrugated card here, just for extra sturdiness, because, you know, these are all heavy wear and tear places, as you can imagine. So if I open up and we go into the first page, I've not glittered inside, I've just let the papers speak for themselves, which truly are stunning. I've so enjoyed working with this kit. It just has given me peace, and I've just enjoyed all the wonderful digital work that Andrea has done to make the most of this kit. There is the usual amount of tickets, pages, tags, everything you could think of that you could want, pockets, envelopes, usual to Andrea's style of kit. I have just put these little tags on here just to be able to turn over, because there are 3 signatures, and whilst I've put this one on the back signature on the back page, it seemed right to have these little tabs on the side dedicated to each of the signatures. In the front here on the cover page is a little something that I borrowed. I can't remember who it was, I do apologise, but it is all made with envelopes and little pockets like so. You can see it opens up beautifully, doesn't overcrowd the front page. I have lined all of these lovely little tags and put eyelets in, which you can then add whatever you like, ribbon, baker's twine, whatever, to the tags, just to fill them up a little bit more. And they've all been distressed around the edges, as you can see. That just slips into that little side pocket there. There is another tuck spot here. It's not it's more a secret little journaling spot, and I do apologise, I don't recall the name of the lady that first came up with those, but it's a rather nice aspect. And then in this little flap here, which opens out again, there is a lovely little booklet with a couple of journaling spots here, all bits and pieces integral to the kit. Everything has been distressed, as you can see. The images, if I just bring this one up, it's a beautiful, beautiful bird. The images are just gorgeous. This is the inside of that little area. Just lovely, absolutely lovely. And then the envelope just sits in there. Fold the pocket over. There is nothing in the envelope currently, but ample room there to put in theatre tickets or keepsake memorabilia, whatever it is you would like to store in it. And that just then holds together like so. That little flap folds over, and again there's an area there for note making, and that then closes and sits there quite happily, ready for the next signature. And in here is another of Andrea's little envelopes, another little opening book. I have glittered these little things, but I'd made them separately for this particular project. This is one of the money envelopes, really, really gorgeous, with the birds on the front and the beautiful, beautiful blossoms. Again, there's nothing in the envelope, it's empty, just waiting to be filled. I've used coffee dyed papers, and here are 2 more of the lovely little tag pockets that lend themselves so beautifully. I hadn't met these before, and I was watching someone and they were making some, so I thought, right, I'm going to put those in my next little journal, and I just think they're absolutely super. It's a lovely little spot just for putting in some little bits and pieces that don't have to be seen generally. This is the back then of that little booklet, and it sits into that pocket really, really nicely, which again is another envelope. It's just so lovely to use the envelopes as pockets because they're designed to hold things. More of the coffee stained paper, which I've stamped. Another envelope here, which I think shall I take it? I just use that side to decorate a little bit on the plain side of the coffee paper. Again, a beautiful, beautiful envelope, really, really decorative, so lovely. And I've just delicately, as you can see, I hope, added a few little bits of stamping onto the coffee dyed paper, just for interest more than anything else. So there's a nice area here for journaling, if that was what you wanted to do. I've then utilised some of the little banner tags. They're absolutely stuck down, they're not to pop anything under. It is purely a decoration for the page. And then we come out of that one. This is the back page, I think. No, more. Another of these little tuck spots here, but this is one of the ones that opens up so that you can do a little bit of writing down in the corner. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know who first came across these things. I just see them on other people's channels that are doing like me and fall in love with them and then start applying them to my own work, which is what we all do. We all put our little slant on it. On the front there is another of the butterflies from the kit and another decorated paper clip with one of my tiny little tags underneath, and you literally do just open it up like so, and because it's pre-scored, pre-folded, it's quite happily to go back into that fold again and keep whatever you've written there secret and out of the public arena. Another envelope here and a tiny little tag pocket at the top, and this then is one of the larger tags, just plain on the back. I've stitched around another little faux pocket here to keep everything together. I've put the butterflies wherever they land. There was a whole page of different butterflies and I just fussy cut them all out and then put them where I thought they would look prettiest into the journal. This is a window journal. I've just slopped a little bit in behind there just for decoration purposes. It's not because you need to put anything under there or add anything to it. I just love that aspect, and then collaged extra papers around the window to accent that little area. And then more of the decorative coffee stained papers. This time I've used tickets. There's an extra little writing area in the centre here with just some ordinary tickets in it, all stitched in for added security. And there on that side is another of the little flip pockets that you can just open up and journal in or do a little bit of secret scribbling in. It's one of these things, you know, we would all love to have little areas like this in diaries and things. I think it's just such a lovely, lovely idea. Here's another envelope which I've decorated up with another of my own little snippets that I made, but they lend themselves beautifully to the kit and the design in the kit. Another envelope here. Beautiful, beautiful papers. I don't know where Andrea gets her ideas from, but boy, do they work. It's just so lovely to have so many things to work with. I've got another little area here, one of the window pockets, again the collage paper. I didn't want it to be movable, I just wanted it to sit there and be a part of everything else that was going on. And of course you've got areas then to add photographs to or whatever you like. It's you know, one of those interactive journals that you can do as you will with. This is then another signature another of the large tags, another little envelope in the back here with a little scribbling place inside. It all matches. Really, really beautiful, beautiful artwork, I have to say. And that just pops back in there. Then there is a narrow tag. Oh, I don't know if that one's going to come out. Oh no, that's the fixed tag. That's the fixed tag, and then I've made pockets. Beg your pardon. Forgotten what I've done. This is a fixed tag which I've laid down and then added pockets to. So you've got a thin tag to go in the top pocket there. You've got the tag effect on the top, and then in the bottom here fits this lovely little booklet. Oops. If I can get it to go in and behave itself. Yes, I can. And that just adds to the overall effect of the pockets and the page. More of the coffee dyed paper, so there is lots and lots of room to journal in. Another of the flip opens. When I find something new, I do use a lot of it, as you can see, but it's just such a lovely thing to be able to add to a page, and you can decorate them or not decorate them depending on how you feel personally. I can smell the coffee here, it's quite intriguing. And more writing pages, another of the little tag pockets, which it looks like I need to stick down again. It's come adrift a little bit, I probably just missed that edge. And then another of the little corner tuck spots there, another set of the snippets, and then you open up this envelope front, which is held together with the Velcro, and this then opens up into a lovely little area for attaching photographs to, or notes, whatever you feel you would like to do. And it is just another really, really pretty area decorated on both sides that you can just sit and look at when the mood takes you. It's so versatile, and the kit has so much to offer. I'm just really, really fortunate to have been able to use this for this particular journal, because as I've said already, it was an absolute pleasure to put together, and I hope you've enjoyed the walkthrough. I hope you feel that you might like to go along to Andrea's shop and have a look at the kit for yourself. Her prices, as always, are so reasonable, and you know, you do get a lot more to the kit than I've actually shown here today. Because I work the way I do, I can only use a certain amount of the papers that are available, so you know, there might be other things there that catch your interest. Thank you very, very much as always for sharing this time with me, and for the people who take the time to comment on my work. It really is hugely appreciated. I just can't tell you, it's lovely to have people say what they think of what I've shared with you. So take care everyone, happy crafting, bye bye for now.